Namaste, Marcus here again from the Bain clan, and today's talk is Life is What You Make It, Part 2. Part 1 was recorded about 3 years ago on this channel, and of course things have changed quite a lot since then. I didn't think in the last 3 years my vibration would be raised to such a high level that it is now. And compared to others, they may think what I am considering a high level, of course, to them is a very low level. You know, it doesn't really matter what terms we use. The thing is, you can't really make assumptions about where people are at, what their journey is about. Only they, and even then, even they don't always know it. And the thing is, deep down, our souls know our journey. They know what our journey is going to entail. You know, a lot of these things we talk about in these sort of spheres of what we call spirituality, people are often telling you this, that and the other is the truth. You know, and that word truth is very, very flexible, because we all know that truth may be true now, but in 3 seconds' time, it's no longer the truth because things have changed. And because we live in a universe of physicality, the only constant we actually have is change. And so things change all the time. Our views change, our perspectives change, life changes. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be constant. The thing about star beings, the star beings I connect to, they are mostly a collective. And even though I don't know about others, but I connect to a specific star being, if you like, their consciousness is totally linked together. And they're very different from us. So they can give us guidance, but while we're living in this physical realm, we have to live this life with the attributes that we have. So, going back to what I was saying, people are often telling us this is the truth about spirituality. And I don't listen to other people's truths so much. There's a few people I listen to. But mostly, I listen to what comes into me. And it's not egotistical, I'm saying that. It's because I'm interested in my truth and what my truth means to me. And if I think it's relevant to help others, help them expand their consciousness or look at things in a different light, I will pass these messages on. And that's all I'm ever doing in this channel. Is I'm telling you what I believe is the truth now, but it may change any second. And you have to do that for yourself. Understand about your truth and how you feel about things. And, you know, I've said it many times, I don't like to talk about thinking so much. I like to talk more about feeling. How does that feel? How do you feel after doing that exercise or meditation? Because to me, that's the most valid thing. And life is what you make it. In the first one, I mentioned this, and I'll mention it again. My dear friend who passed, Derek Okora, who passed away some years back, probably 3 years ago, maybe now. He used to say that quite a lot. And he said that to my mum and dad once. And it's always something that's stuck in my head because of the word make. Making in magical terms is a bit like conjuring, actually. And this is what we actually do in life, but we're normally not aware of it. And especially those that have raised their vibration to 4th, 5th dimension and higher. Of course, we are making our life what it is by being in the now moment. In that now moment, our futures are being created by us. And it's up to us in this now moment to help create the world that we want to be living in. Life is what we will make it by wanting, needing the right things to be in your life, by focusing on the right good things that should be on your life, in your life. And this is what we all have to be doing now, really, to help this world situation change. There's a message I did a few months back, Peace be with you. It didn't get many views, but it's a very valid video, so please do have a look at that. Because another thing we can do is help change the world to a peaceful world. And it's all about us. So have a listen to that if you get the time. It's only a short video. And this video is about what we can do to change this world. And the world at the moment, in the physical sense, is going through all this chaos. And I think I've described it before. It's like someone throwing a lot of yarrow stalks, which are actually used in the I Ching divination. You throw these yarrow stalks up in the air, and when they land, you look at them and you read what they're telling you by the event that happened of you throwing them in the air and them landing. And that's just what's happening for us in the world at the moment. For us, because we're ascending, because Gaia's ascended, and we're ascending with her, because of that, the whole physical world that we live in has to change to a spiritual first, material second world. Whereas at the moment, everything's about money. Nearly everything, especially in the Western world. Everything that you see in the news, everything that you see in the media, in the mainstream media, not the alternative media, the ones that are so-called conspiracy theorists. Anything in the mainstream media is all about money, people making money, people being powerful because they got more of this, more of that. When we all know this isn't the world we want to be living in the future. This isn't the world we want to leave for our children and our children's children. And so it's up to us, co-creators that we are, to be in that now moment and focusing on not what's happening in the world today, what we want to see the world becoming. Because as those yarrow sticks have landed, they're actually telling us what the future holds. And that's what we can do. By looking at the chaos, it will cause us to see the reality we want to see coming out, like out of the ashes, like the phoenix rising. What will come of this? Because of all this chaos and confusion about the world and the stupidity of what we call governments, who are not thinking of us, the people, definitely in the West. We need to do something about that, so choose who you vote for. With your heart, not with your wallet. With your heart. These sort of things are what we can do. We can focus on what's important for us. We can see how we want the world to be and make it so by focusing our thoughts in that now moment on these things and on the joyous things we know we want to be in our lives and in our neighbours' lives and in everybody's lives. We should all be living in joy as much as possible. Of course, things happen, in life that you can't actually always be in that joy. But as soon as we can, we should try and put ourselves back into that joyous state. And I'm not saying it's easy. Of course, it's not easy all the time in life. But this is what we should be doing, being in our hearts, in our joy, as much as possible. And just that alone is radiating out into the universe beautiful vibes, beautiful feelings, that resonate to others, that others who are next to you or close to you will pick up and feel, and then people that are close and near them will also pick up. And so we change the world. Remember, life is what we make it. It's up to us. Let's see if we can make a good positive change now, because probably for the last 6-9 months I've been talking about my guides telling me between the last equinox and this equinox coming up, the spring equinox now, all things are changing now. And the things I've talked about, the world, the way things are in the world, they're all being turned upside down into chaos so that we humans can see what's actually been happening all this time, and we can change it. It's up to us. Life is what we make it. Let's do that. Let's stay in our hearts, in our joy, and think about how we want the world to feel in our future and our children's future. Thank you for listening. Namaste. Till next time.